Okay. One moment, you guys. Thank you. All right, we're about to get started here.
You're good.
Sorry, it takes just a second for the slides to pop up. Here we go. All right. Well, thank you, Renata, for that introduction, and welcome everybody to an introduction to LifeWave. We're very excited to have you here tonight. If you're a guest, please take the time to, say thank you to the person that invited you, because this truly is a gift that they are sharing with you. And I'm very excited for you to learn more about it and also hear some incredible testimonies of what this technology is doing for so many people. So my name is Christy Chapman, and I live in Queen Creek, Arizona. I am a presidential director with this beautiful company. And I kind of stumbled across this technology a little over 3 years ago because I needed it for a hurt foot. And I'm very grateful, fast forward 3.5 years later, that that happened, because so many things have happened since then, including we have about 4,000 beautiful people on our team because of that injury. And then we also, I had my son got in a horrible motorcycle accident 4 months after this happened. And so to say that I am extremely grateful is an understatement. This was my son about 3 years ago, and he was in this accident as on his motorcycle. And he had lots of brain injuries and bodily injuries. And I'm not going to go over the details, but this is a COVID ICU unit. He also got MRSA pneumonia. So we definitely patched, and we prayed for him a lot. So to say that I am eternally grateful for this technology is definitely an understatement. And so what we're going to do tonight, I'm just going to share a little bit about what this technology is about. We're mostly going to talk about X39, which is our stem cell patch that came out back in 2019. And then we'll go a little bit over, how this technology works. We're going to talk a little bit about the CEO and answer any questions. Like Renata said, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. And this definitely will be on replay, and we'll be doing this every Monday so that you can invite guests, because as you're listening to this presentation, I want you to think about who you know that could possibly use this technology. Who do you know that would like to age gracefully or even age backwards? Who do you know that is having a surgery coming up, or that would like to possibly get off of some medication that they're on under doctor's approval? Or who do you know that's in pain or has inflammation? Because we can definitely help in so many areas. So it all started with David Schmidt, and this started well over 20 years ago. David Schmidt is the scientist, the founder, and the CEO of this beautiful company we call LifeWave. And this company, or the actual technology, happened way before LifeWave was born. He was actually contracted with the elite Navy SEALs to come up with an energy patch that could help the elite Navy SEALs have energy and perform without stimulants. And it worked so well that they actually decided to, well, he actually lost the contract because of 9/11. And it worked so well, that technology, that the Olympics started using them, and they start breaking their own personal records. And then David thought through networking and thought to himself, how could I get this to the masses? How could I get this to the world? Because everybody needs what this technology has to offer. So that's when LifeWave was born back in 2004. So we're a debt-free company. And fast forward, because of X39, which is our stem cell patch, we are now the fastest growing network marketing company in the world. So you are definitely at the right place at the right time with the right technology. And our mission and purpose is just to really, I feel like this company is a movement, and we really want to impact 1 billion lives. And just recently, we were in Dallas at a convention, and I heard David say, with everything that's coming up with this company, we now have the opportunity to bless billions, multiple billions of people all across the globe in so many different ways. And so I am very grateful to be a part of this company. And thank you again for being here with us. So let's just talk a little bit about this technology and how this works. So this is really just a patch that you are going to put. I don't know if you can see this, but it's a patch that you're going to put on your body. The clinical trials were on the back of the neck or below the belly button. And you're going to wear this stem cell patch for 12 hours during the day. And you definitely want to hydrate and drink lots of water. And this stem cell patch is innovative, it's unique, and it's something that you're never going to see anywhere else because we have all the third party double blind clinical trials, and we have David has over 150 patents on this technology to protect this company. And so we are the only ones that you can get this technology from. And so what we're using, so a lot of times people ask, well, how is this working if this is a non-transdermal patch. Nothing is going to enter into the bloodstream. So how it works is it's using low levels of light and heat from our own body to create change. And it's known as photobiomodulation. So you can look that up later and just kind of learn a little bit more of how that works. But it's kind of like using infrared goggles at night, and you can see the light images coming from the body. So we're using that light image, or we're using that light and heat from our own body to activate the organic crystals, which they're nanocrystals made of salt, sugars, amino acids, and other proprietary blends. And it's going to tell your brain it's time to wake up those dormant stem cells that went to bed years ago. Okay, and so it's kind of like acupuncture too. So we're going to put this little sticker that you're going to wear for 12 hours on acupuncture points, like we talked about, but there's no needles and no harmful side effects. Now, stem cells, what are stem cells and why are they so important? Well, the older we get, the less stem cells we have. And that means it's faster. We're going to age faster with less stem cells, and it's going to be harder for us to heal when we have less stem cells. So when we were born, every cell in our body was a neutral cell. Okay, so your eyes, your hair, your bones, every organ in your body came from a stem cell. But unfortunately, as we age, that steadily declines. As a matter of fact, when we're 25, that's when the production of stem cells decline. And when we get to 30, 35, that's when we lose half of our stem cells and they go dormant. And then at 60 and beyond, it's less than 10% stem cells that we have. And that's why it's very important that we activate our own stem cells so that we can age gracefully and that we can heal whenever our body needs it. This is the only patch and technology that you're going to actually activate your own stem cells. And you're going to do that during the day. So you wear it for 12 hours during the day. Again, hydrate. And then you're going to let your body rest for 12 hours by taking a break at night. So a good rule of thumb is just to put this is a sleeve of X39, and you're going to put this by your toothbrush. And so that way, when you brush your teeth in the morning, you're going to put on a patch. And when you brush your teeth at night, you're going to take off that patch. Now, what is it actually activating inside the body? And I would encourage you to write this down because there are a lot of amazing research done on a copper peptide called GHKCU. And you can see it here. And what that is, it's known as the holy mother grail of age reversal. But that's the copper peptide that is inside our body that is getting activated that went to bed long time ago. What I love.
Christy, could you unmute?
That, okay.
Sorry about that. Go
Oh,
on.
that's
Sorry.
okay. That's okay. So it's affordable. It's less than a cup of coffee. It's ethical. We're not using anybody else's stem cells. A lot of times people know about stem cells as injections and they're very expensive. Sometimes there are other people's stem cells that are in the actual injection and insurance doesn't cover them. A lot of times they don't work. And so this is another alternative that is going to be much more effective, much more affordable, ethical, and requires no injections, which I know we all love that. Now, I have been using the patches, like I said, for a little over 3 years, and I've noticed incredible things happen over the last 3 years. And just know that the longer you're using and wearing the patches, this technology, the more results you're going to get. And so I recently just did a scan and I found out, so I'm 54 and I just found out that my biological age is 33. So I'm very excited about that. So I know that things are working very well inside the body, which I'm very happy about. And again, I started because I had pain and inflammation in my foot. And so we can help a lot of people with pain and inflammation, whether it's acute pain like I had or chronic pain like a lot of people suffer from. Wound healing and skin remodeling. I know that happened for me too. I had a 21 year old scar that completely faded over time because this is going to help with skin remodeling and wound healing. It's a phenomenon. And energy and vitality. And this is going to be energy at the cellular level. This isn't going to be a jittery caffeine energy. And as a matter of fact, I don't have to drink coffee anymore unless I choose to, but I don't need it to get me up and go. I sleep very, very well, and I get up before my alarm and I'm ready to go. My feet hit the floor and I'm ready to go. And that's another one, restorative sleep. I know many people suffer from restorative sleep or from not having a good restorative sleep. And that's one of the most important things that you can do for your body to heal and repair itself. So it's very important that we get that good night's sleep, and you'll have vivid dreams like you did when you were younger, kind of like you're having a movie every single night. And that means you're getting that deep REM sleep. I love the sports performance and the faster recovery. I am a gym rat. I love to go to the gym. And I love that when I'm at the gym, I can really get a good workout in because I have enough energy and stamina because of this technology. And then I love that I recover much, much quicker. So I could have a good workout next day. I'm recovering quicker. Even if you're, painting or doing things around the house or in the yard planting, and you're using muscles you haven't used before, the next day you're not going to be as sore, which is great. And then you're going to have results like you did when you were younger as well, which is really fun. When you have my young daughter, she uses the patches too, but she can get those results at the gym within a week, which, before the patches would take me months to try to achieve that kind of goal. Brain cognitive and brain function and brain fog. We help so many people with that. We know that that's at a rise where people are having, there's chronic illnesses that are related to the brain that we can definitely help support that. And then brain fog that does come with age, and sometimes it comes with other things that have happened over the last couple of years, right? People are experiencing brain fog, so we can help with that definitely. And vascular health and reduction in blood pressure. I know me personally, I have helped a lot of people with their heart health. I've also helped people reduce their medication or get off of medication for cholesterol and blood pressure, again, under doctor supervision. And so that's a lot of fun when we can get people off of medication, because medication can age the body as well. And I think I heard that the average person in America is on 7 to 8 prescriptions a day. And so if we can reduce that, that is going to be a good thing. And right away, after you start wearing these patches, it's clinically proven that we are going to reverse our age, our gene expressions 4,000 to a younger state. And so that is really exciting. And I know I'm not going to say too much about what's happening in 2025, but David, our scientist and CEO, has something truly incredible that he's been working on over the last 7 years. We have all the patents and clinical trials on it, but it's a age reversal healing light water is what I'm going to call it. It is phenomenal what it's doing. So right here, the X39 is going to help with a third of our gene expressions. But when we have this water, which you only drink 1 glass a day, we are going to get closer to that 100% mark of age reversal and slowing down in age. And there's so much more that this water is going to do. So stay tuned. David also has a Netflix documentary coming out up next year about his life and also the technology he's going to be bringing to the world, coming starting in 2025. And a supplement that is made with light. So this water is made with light, and we also have a supplement that's coming. It's AM and PM. They're going to support the patches, the X39, and they're also made with light. So that's very exciting. I always tell people David's the kind of person that he sees problems in the world and he just figures out how to solve them, right? He's just a very intelligent, remarkable human being. And so he has lots of good things in store for us. And what we've done so far with X39 and the other patches, we have 11 total patches, have truly changed people's lives across the globe. We're in over 80 countries now, and we're making a huge difference just with the patches. So stay tuned for what's happening next year. So Eon is a we call it the dynamic duo. Eon is another patch that we have. It's the second best-selling patch, the number one kids patch that we have, and it's known for it's known as our peace patch. It's also going to help with inflammation. So it's anti-inflammation, anti-stress patch. So it works very, very well when somebody has pain, because pain has inflammation, okay, especially if we have arthritis. And so Eon and X39 are going to work really, really well together to help with that chronic pain very, very quickly, because inflammation eats stem cells. So if we can get the inflammation down, we can help X39 work faster and get them the pain relief that they're looking for. Now, I do want to say too that if you're wearing just X39, and you're not seeing the results that you're looking for right away, say it's your back pain, I want you to rest assured that it is clinically proven that it's working right away. It can take some time in order for it to go where you want it to go, because it might be working. If you're looking for back pain, it might be working on your organs at first. And that's happened to some of my friends because they were taking a lot of Advil and pain medication for their chronic pain, and so it took a while for it to get to where they really wanted it. And for example, in the back. And so give it time. We always say, give it a month for every decade that you are. So if you're 50 years old, in your 50s like me, give it 5 or 6 good months in order for it to do what it needs to do. But do know that it is working, and it is healing and restoring and repairing your body from the inside out. So just a couple more things about Eon. So reduces inflammation. The happy patch, like I said, supports the liver, adrenal fatigue. A lot of us have that, strain and tension, and promotes longevity. So I know a lot of people are looking for that. Here's just a review on how we should wear the patches, and again on consistency. So 12 hours on and 12 hours off. You only need one patch a day, so more is not better. I learned that when I first started, and then you're going to put a new patch on every single day. Okay, again, give it time. We have clinical trials showing that 70% will feel something in 30 days. The other 30% need to give it that month for every decade. And make sure that you're drinking good quality water, preferably with some electrolytes so that we can absorb the water into our cells. So make sure you're drinking at least half your body weight in water. If you are drinking more caffeine and alcohol, make sure that you increase your water intake, because water is so important for healing the body, and it's very important for it to work effectively on our patches. And again, the placement, you can put it on the back of your neck, X39, or below the belly button. If you have pain, like I did on my foot, I just put it right on the point of pain. But just know it's going to work systemically throughout the whole body. So if I put it on my foot for the pain, just know it's also working on my brain as well. Okay, so it's going to work all over your body. Now, here's some pictures of some people that use the patches. And I love these pictures because they don't lie, right? So the first picture is shoulder surgery. How many people have gone through surgery themselves, or know people that have gone through surgery or are going to go through surgery? Well, those always leave really nasty scars. And the older we are, again, it takes longer for us to heal. So we always want to make sure we're activating our stem cells, because we just never know. So this girl here, this young lady, she has 2 weeks post surgery, and look at how nice her scar has healed. And I'm sure she feels a lot better. And any inflammation and arthritis that could be happening will be drastically reduced by using this technology. The middle picture is a young man that was in a car accident. This injury goes all the way through his hand, and they were actually going to amputate his hand, but the parents are with LifeWave, and they said, please just sew him up. And I'm sure they prayed just like we did for our son. And look at this. 63 days later, and no pain medication. You can barely even see a scar at 63 days. That's incredible. The other picture is one of my friend's husbands, and he's close to 80 years old at the time of this picture. Had the knee surgery, which we know the knee replacement is very painful, but 5 weeks later, look at how nice his knee looks, and the scar is almost diminished. That's just beautiful. Oh, well, now I've learned since being in this company that when you start seeing markers like your scars fading, your wrinkles fading, possibly your gray hair turning back to its natural color, eyelashes growing, nails growing, that means that all is well on the inside, that you are healing from the inside out. And so look at this picture of this lady. This is the fourth picture here is 1 year after using X39. She looks absolutely beautiful. And I know that she probably feels just as beautiful on the inside. Now, this is the first lady that got to try X39. Now, the picture on the left, she was actually 93 years old and not feeling well. She was ill. And now, 4 years later, she 97 at the time of this picture. I don't know how old she is now, but 97. And look at her eyes. Look at how much she's just glowing in her eyes. She just looks so much healthier and she looks so much younger. And I know she feels much, much better. So I love those pictures as well. Now I would love to have a couple people. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to have a couple people share their stories with us. Let's see. Barbie, could you share for about 3 minutes or so, 2 to 3 minutes about your story? And then I'm going to go on to Victoria. Can you unmute? Do you know?
Trying.
There you go.
I'm trying.
I put you on the spot.
Oh, that's okay. So let's see. I've been patching for a while, but my hair's one of the things that has happened to me is my hair's gotten a lot more brown, but I have super amazing energy. What else do I got? My sleep is way better. I dream just like Christy was saying. I can wake up from my dog waking me up and I can go right back to my dream, which is crazy. And I feel like I've gotten way, like every time I tell people how old I am, they're like, no way. You do not look like you're 52. I'm like, I know, thanks. Let me tell you.
And you feel good too, right?
Yes, and you feel good, right?
Yeah.
And it's just helped me with pain in my body and so many things. It's helped some of our friends with their surgeries heal super fast. We've helped my husband with his shoulder pain and my mom and like sciatica pain. It's just so many different things. My uncle just recently, well, I guess it hasn't been too recent, but I almost want to say maybe has been a year that he's been using, or at least 6 months that he's been using patches, but he he had his he has PSTD or PTSD, what is it? Post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay, PTSD. So he has that, and we put patches on him at his birthday party, and I put an Eon and an X39 like on his head, and he felt something right away, and he's totally like his eye was closed. He could hardly open his eye, and his eye's open now, and he was whispering really, really quiet. You could hardly hear him, and now he's not talking like loud and stuff yet, but he's making progress, and you can hear him talking way better, whispering way louder, and I'm trying to think of all the different things. There's so many things.
And the migraines with your
Oh
sister.
yeah, my sister's she came over to help me with my taxes, and it gave her a headache, of course, because that's what taxes do. No, I'm just kidding. She's like, "Can you go get me some medicine?" And I'm like, "Okay. How about if I put some patches on you. And I had been talking to her about the patches and, oh my God, they're so amazing, blah, blah, blah. And so I went and got patches, put them on her, and she just sat there and she was like, what in the heck? What in the world? Because her headache went away within like 3 seconds and she was amazed. She couldn't believe it. And as a matter of fact, I had 2 people at the office that had headaches today. So I put patches on them right here. And then I put another lady, put patches on her. She's running around her office with patches too. I'm like, oh. But yeah, it
I
really
love
helps.
it.
I'm like, I
I
can't help you with medicine, but I can help you with patches.
Yes, that's so much better. That's the new medicine, right? Our
Yes,
patches, definitely.
way
And
better.
that's the ice wave patches. So X39 works really well for preventing headaches and migraines from coming
Mhm.
on. But if they do get a headache or migraine, ice wave is so good for the headaches, the migraines, even menstrual cramps. A lot of women that suffer, my daughter was one of them, and
Yep,
she
mine
uses
too.
Eon and Ice Wave, and it helps her so much, so much.
Yep,
So,
and my sister Debbie was on like 3 different prescriptions for her headaches. And now
yeah.
she does or migraines, and she doesn't get them anymore. So
Oh, that is wonderful. Love
amazing.
getting people off of prescriptions, right?
Right? Yes.
That is
It's
great.
okay
Thank
for
you
a
so
little
much.
bit, but otherwise, when you're on them too long, it's not good for your kidneys either,
Yes, absolutely.
or any of
Absolutely.
your
Thanks
organs.
for sharing, Barbie. I appreciate it.
Welcome. Yep.
Victoria, can you unmute yourself, hun? I know this was spur of the moment. Hi,
You're
beautiful.
so you're so cute.
Uh,
Hi, my name is Victoria Rashevsky, and I have been with LifeWave for 3 years. And I've had a lot of things go on, but the main thing that I had happen with me is I had back pain for 30 years. And it was because I was a gymnast, I'm pretty sure. I had a very archy back, and then I got into a couple of car accidents, and it made it worse. And the patches have helped me almost 100%. Every once in a while, I have to go to the chiropractor and have him like, get my back going again. But the pain is gone. And Christy was talking. I think she was talking about me when she was saying that you just have to let them work, because I was one of those ones that was saying, okay, why isn't it working for my back? Like, that's why I wanted the patches for it to come and work on my back. And eventually it did. It was probably about 5, 6 months that the patches actually took my pain away. And the reason is because I was on a lot of Advil. I took Advil. I probably took 9 Advils a day. Because I was just in a lot of pain, and that was the only thing that was helping me, other than going to a chiropractor. And by the end, before I started the patches, um, I was at a chiropractor 3 times a week, and he was putting shots in my pain and doing all kinds of things like that. So I'm very grateful for the patches. They have helped me a lot. I'm one of those people also that has the gray hair right now, but it is getting darker. I see it underneath, and I can lift my hair and I can see a lot of black coming in. So we'll see what happens with that. And I've had my husband who has knee pain, and he's been using the patches. They are helping him. They also helped him with his blood pressure. He's on half the drug because of the patches. And I do use my patches on my dog, and I use them every day. So she's doing great.
I love that. We always love to help our dogs with healing, right? So what Victoria is saying is that you can wear the patches for 12 hours, and then there's still a little bit left, about maybe 3 to 4 hours left of activity that you could activate on your pet. So you just put it on the inside of the collar. I just use tape and let them wear it for 12 hours and enjoy the benefits of age reversal and healing as well for our pets. So my pets are definitely patching as well. Thank you so much for sharing. I so appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Uh, um, Renata, do you have anybody on that might want to share for a couple minutes? Or
Sorry, they're all newbies right now.
they are. Okay. All right. Well, why don't I just take a minute to share a little bit about my son's story that I didn't share in the beginning, since I didn't. Yeah. So I'll just share that. So this was a little, almost 3 years ago, December 29th, Andrew was in a motorcycle accident and he was wearing a helmet, but it damaged his artery. So it caused him to have several strokes, traumatic brain injury, brain bleed. He tore every tendon and ligament in his knee. He shattered his kneecap. His wrist was like dust. They didn't know if they could put him back together. 5 broken ribs, collapsed lungs, bruised liver. And then again, he had COVID, MRSA, and pneumonia in the hospital. So literally there were 4 things that could have taken my son out of here, but God had a better plan for him. And just know that I think Renata's going to share the picture. Yeah, this is actually 6 months. Thank you, Renata. 6 months after his accident. This is his graduation. But he, right here on the left side, was in the COVID ICU unit. And so he was there for 2.5 weeks in a coma and had a high fever of 104. We were able to patch him because I asked the doctor if we could use this technology, and someone shared with Andrew's doctor 2 years prior. And so that's why the doctor said yes, because she knew about the technology. She knew it was non-transdermal. She knew it wouldn't interfere with anything and they were doing with Andrew. And so that's why I'm passionate about the ripple effect. You never know, because now that you've been on this Zoom, you know what is available and possible. And so please go forward and share with people, because you never know what that ripple effect is going to do. Because I'm grateful someone shared it with me, and I'm grateful someone shared it with Andrew's doctor. And so Andrew was in the hospital for two months total. Then he was in his apartment with assistance with my husband and I for a month. He had to learn how to walk all over again, because he had, he was in that coma and he was very weak, lost a lot of weight. He had a trach, and when we took the trach out, he healed within less than 12 hours. He was eating within 2 hours, which normally you have to teach yourself how to eat. He also had neuropathy and drop foot, and they said he'd have to wear a brace for the rest of his life. Month 4, he decided to get rid of that brace. He doesn't have to wear the brace anymore. He got himself, and I don't recommend this, but he took himself out of all medication. So he no longer had to have neuropathy medication, and he was doing really, really well. Month 5, he went to a concert and was dancing and having the time of his life. Mind you, this kid had 10 total surgeries, a few on his knee, and he was having such a great time at this event. It was a 2-day event, and his brain handled all the stimulants. And at month 6, that picture that Renata showed you, that was his graduation. He was 1 of 4, the worst going in, and he was literally the best coming out. He graduated first in his group. He, started working, he started driving, thriving, never went through depression, never got addicted to pain medication. And, a year and a half later, the doctor, his main doctor, said, Andrew, we didn't think you were going to make it. We thought that if you did, you would be brain dead, because your accident was very severe and you had lots of brain injuries. And so the fact that you're here is a true miracle. And I just have a question. Do you think it's your mom's patches? And Andrew kind of smiled and he said, yes, but we all know that God first, and God gives us tools to help heal the body. And so I believe that this technology was that for Andrew, and definitely made a huge impact. And I've seen incredible miracles happen outside of my son's life. So I do know it had a huge impact in his recovery. And so that's why I'm eternally grateful. I'm thankful that you're here. And we will have this on a replay, and feel free to invite somebody next week as well. So with that, did we have any questions in the chat?
No, just a question about how much water. And I just said half your body weight in ounces. But other than that, that was all.
Yes. And if you have a little, if you're drinking a little bit more caffeine or alcohol, just make sure that you're increasing that a little bit more as well, just so that you're properly hydrating your body. until this company, you know, we always heard that water is so important for us to drink, but I did not realize how healing water is for your body and how effective, more effective these patches are going to be when you drink water. And it's a good habit too. And I still have to remember this, you know, drink like a half a glass or a glass of water before you even patch. It's a good habit to get into in the morning anyways, is to drink a glass of water so that you can hydrate your body. And so, so just getting that habit, that's a great question. So I'm just going to go over just a few things about, you know, now that you see what is possible with this technology and the hope that we're providing the world right now, just know that the future of wellness is going to be light and frequency therapy. And stem cells is going to be the next trillion-dollar, multi-trillion-dollar industry. And we, with the technology that David has coming, is going to be a huge impact in that space of stem cells, because our patches, our water, and our supplements are all going to help with that stem cell production, which is very exciting. And so the future is, you know, of wellness is going to be with LifeWave. And so if you're the kind of person that likes to use technology, likes to use things that are natural to heal the body, and you want to share them with your friends, just know there is a beautiful opportunity. The timing is amazing. I'm grateful that I had this opportunity when Andrew was in the hospital and in recovery, because I never had to worry about bills. I was able to do this from the comfort of my cell phone and in the time that I was allotted, which wasn't much, by the way. And so if you would like to share with other people, you know, you could do it to make a little bit of income for your patches, for your car note, or a dream lifestyle, whatever that is for you, because we have it definitely here for you. We are the fastest growing company in the world right now, definitely breaking records. But all David will say is that that means that we're helping a lot of people heal and have better financial freedom, quality of life, and time freedom. So it's so fun to be a part of that. Now, this is how you can go ahead and get started. Again, I told you it's less than a cup of coffee a day. Most people come in, we do have customer packages available, but most people come in at one of these 3 levels, and this is what we call a brand partner. It's a wholesale account. You're not required to sell by any means, but if you'd like to, you can. And so if you're the kind of person that does not have pain, you can get 3 months of X39 for $295. And plus shipping and tax, of course, and then just reach out to the person that invited you to come up with the best package for you. Again, if you have pain, you might want to add Eon to that, and they can definitely help you with that as well. So with that, I'm going to thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate your time, and reach out to the person that invited you. And if you have any further questions, we'd be happy to help you and get you on your patch journey. So thanks again. Bye for now. Thank you, Renata.
Thank you, Christy and Renata.
Thank you.